bear. Sometimes when you're just like walking around and you like hit a nerve.
Oh,
And
like
you
I
ever
did
hit up and
earlier.
it's like, did you do that? And it's like, boom, and it just wakes you right up.
Oh, literally hit a nerve. I thought you meant with someone else. But yes, that
Funny
funny bone that's a
bone or
nerve.
something, or if you step some weird, it's like, oh, what's that shooting? Like, oh, I felt
Yeah,
that. You and I, the Roxtalks podcast, hit a nerve a few weeks ago.
we
A
did.
nerve was hit.
Hmm.
All the feels. How do I know? Because we keep getting messages from y'all.
Hmm.
You just keep me. And we're okay with that because the topic was, is network marketing dying?
Dying.
Dying.
I needed to really
And
emphasize that.
yeah, and we put a lot of, as Taryn would say, juicy information and conversation in there that led y'all to be thinking. So first of all, thank you, because I love that you know that this is a safe space, so you can write us back and tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling and whatnot. And there have been requests and questions and this and that. And I thought we should like address it. Don't you like, why wait any longer? Let's do it.
Yeah, we were sitting down naming this, and we're like, "How about part two?
Part two. Okay,
Part
so
dos. Here we go."
if you have not listened to the first episode, Taryn's about to tell you it's in the show notes.
Yeah, it's in the show notes, or you can just go back 4 episodes.
Go back wherever. It's to the one that says, is network marketing dying? The gist was, no, it's not, but that's not the reason that you should not, there's no cliff notes to it. You should listen to it because we go into like what you
a lot of stuff. Yeah.
a lot. But one of the big questions that came out of it, and it was from, I'll say her name, Nancy, you know who you are, was, listen, okay, you all talk about how the key right now is people are still buying, they're still spending money, kind of like back in the Depression when women were still buying lipstick. Lipstick was being bought like crazy, but you need to show the value in your product so that the dollars that are being spent go to what you are selling. So that people are going to pick up what you're putting down. And she's like, I think I have a pretty good handle on it, but can you go deeper into how does a direct seller, network marketer, social seller, social retailer, whatever you want to call yourselves, how do you show that value?
The biggest question out there.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a big answer.
We do. And I want to say, I think that when I read that struck a nerve, bump, because I thought, oh, right. Sometimes when you hear, oh, just do this, it's like, okay, but how do I do that? What is the thing? And maybe we shouldn't talk about the how. Maybe you're supposed to pay us for the how, but we're going to talk about the how anyway.
We're talking about the how
Talking
because,
about the how.
you can either do it on your own or not. So here we are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So how do you show value? The way I break it down, and I literally had this conversation just this week, no joke, with my social content group. We were last night in a session with them because we were talking about it. And as I was going over the content, okay, first of all, firstly, as my friend Tanya would say, firstly, which is not a word, but I'm hearing people use it more and more. That is not a word, people.
Struck a nerve.
Exactly.
Firstly, I'm very busy.
Yes. I want you to think about your products. Think about your hero products, the ones you love. Think about whatever product you have. Now, think about either you or someone you know who posts about it all the time. You need to buy this. You need to buy it. Think about the sales your company just had on it or the sales or the offers you had. And think about how many people did not buy it.
Okay.
Why didn't they buy it?
Because you just put a sales post out there.
Right. And look, if you tell me that's, I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. If you tell me that I can get a year's worth of free fish, no strings attached, just show up, get your fish. I'm not going to take your dang fish, sorry. Because I don't like fish unless I'm like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I could sell this fish to someone else. You could give it to me and I wouldn't want it because I don't like it. Now, that's a little harsh. I'm not saying people don't like your things, but here's the thing. They don't know why they need it. I was actually one of the clients I was with last night. She's in Hue and Grace. And she wisely, her hero product, wisely, after talking with me, is what I like to call the toxic flush, also known as hydrate detox. And I said, the thing is you can tell me forever that I need low tox or non-toxic products, right?
Hmm.
But if I don't think that my life has toxic products in it, I'm not worried about it. You have to show me that, hey, did you know that when you pick up your receipt, did you know this? I saw this. I was read this on
Mm.
Instagram, so it must be true. When when you go to the grocery store and you have those receipts,
Yeah.
there's toxic chemicals all over those receipts.
Oh, well, 1,000, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
1,000%.
Those receipts are no bueno for you. So, like, if I don't know that, I don't know that I'm touching things. A lot of people don't know that the candles, like, I spent a lot of money on this candle. And a Voluspa
So
candle or
bad.
like some of the yummy smelling ones, they're so bad for you.
You
But
should
if
not
you
be smelling
no,
fragrance.
you should not. But if you don't know that, if you spent like money on some Coco Chanel and you're like, oh, but I didn't know that it has bad stuff in it, you don't know that you need the toxic flush that removes those things.
Hmm.
So my point is, and I want you to think about your thing. If someone does not think they have that problem or that it is a problem, then they don't think they need your solution. So you really have to
Hmm.
start. We go to the end and go, buy it. It's on sale. Why is anyone buying it? Because I don't think I need it. If you tell me that, and I love me some Barefoot Dreams. If you tell me that Barefoot Dreams baby onesies are on sale, I don't need that right now. I don't have anyone in my life who wears a onesie. And so I'm not going to buy it, even if it's on sale.
Baylor doesn't wear a onesie.
She's too small. You know, if
Oh, okay.
our next dog, Maisie, might be a little bit bigger, but we still want to get a tea bag. You get know why she's named Maisie, right?
I do. When
Yeah.
are you getting her?
By the end of the year. Yeah. Well,
You
you're
want to
going to
know
get
that?
married first and then get her.
Okay, keep going. I was about to go down a tangent. Nope. Let's go.
So the thing is, like, you have to start at the beginning. I know you want to start at the end and like it's on sale or buy my product, but you first have to tell people why they need your dang product. So
Hmm.
I always say I have 4 E's. And the first E, how you show value, is educate them. Educate them on the problem. If you have clean products, educate them on how dirty all the products are. There was an article
Hmm.
that just came out. I follow like Moshe, I think is his name, on Instagram, and he's got news that's supposed to be like news that's not biased either way, whatever.
Okay.
And he posted something about how many chemicals, toxic chemicals, are in like everything.
Yeah.
And I guess it was a wall New York, I don't know, one of those New York Times, maybe. Well, I don't know, one of those articles anyhow.
Okay. Got
And
it.
you get it. Like, that awareness piece is important, because if people don't know that they have toxic things, they're like, I eat organic, I'm doing fine. They
Hmm.
don't know that. If you don't know, then you don't think you need that toxic flush. Okay, that's number one. You got to educate them on the problem, and then the next thing you need to do is actually like help them realize or diagnose whether they have that problem. Because you can tell me metals are bad, plastics are bad. You can tell me it's bad. I don't know, wrinkles are bad. I don't know. I'm going to say wrinkles are bad. We're aging now. But you can tell me that dry skin is bad. But how do I know if I have it and I need some more
Hmm.
help with it? So you've got to then
Hmm.
tell me and educate me on that. This is how you know if this is if you can tell me that anxiety is bad, but how do I know if I have anxiety? Brain fog's another one. Brain fog, to me, I'm like, I don't know if I have brain fog. Can someone define brain fog? Exactly at what point am I in the brain fogginess of fog? I don't
Hmm.
know. Define that. Don't just use it like, oh, people should just know what that means.
So you got defining the problem,
Mm-hmm.
and you have then presenting the solution.
Not even yet.
Not even yet. Okay.
No, because you got to define the problem, and then you have to let me know, do I have that problem?
Okay.
Like, do you ever tune out when it's like, that's not, if it's like male pattern baldness commercial, do you tune out because you don't have male pattern baldness?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
right. So it's like, how do you know if you have male pattern baldness? You have to take me through that as well too. So I know, oh shoot, you're talking to me.
Hmm. You're calling that person out in a gentle way. I think we
Gentle.
do need to take a
Yeah.
second here because we have seen posts go the way where we're then really calling that person out and making them feel bad. Our goal is not to make them feel like crap, like you're so horrible, you do this, you have this problem, this is how I know you have this problem, you're horrible.
Okay, you almost made me spit out my tea, which is not good because it's turmeric and it stains. Okay, I'm wearing white, but yeah, I mean, let's use the Megan Summerall example, shall we? Because it happens to her every so often,
Why?
where she'll be posting something and someone's like, oh, you know what? She might say something like, oh, do you feel tired or something? And they're like, oh yeah, your skin looks old. Basically, people message her. They're like, "Hey, you need this product." It's happened to her so many times, and she's like, yeah, no, that's not this."
Yeah, no, those let's not even go down those DMs. Don't you dare. You just made someone feel bad.
Yeah. And y'all, if you're in the beauty industry, you do need to tread lightly. You do. Even
Hmm.
to the extent of I remember this was a big one. Like, so Rodan and Fields, before they went to their version of clean, they had like hydroquinone in one of their like reverse products. So it would
Hmm.
like get rid of sunspots and dark spots and freckles. Well,
Oh,
the thing is, some people like their freckles. So when
yeah.
you're sitting there going, I can help you get rid of those, they're like, are you kidding? They probably went through some like something when they're little, learning to appreciate their freckles. And now you're coming to them saying, we can get rid of all those.
Yeah, you got to be careful with what you're saying to
You
people.
got to be careful. You got to be
Hmm.
careful, right? So I'm glad you said it in a gentle way. Once you do that, where you educate them and then you help them diagnose, you empower them essentially with knowing whether this applies to them. Then you've got to equip them with solutions. And I don't think that your only solution is like, and the only way to do it is get my product. Like
No.
if you're
Mm-mm.
talking about, like, for example, working out, and let's say you sell the Ozempic of network marketing products. Okay. I'll get over the Ozempic one day, but not yet. You want to say, like, it's not just take my Ozempic, it's also work out, right? It's also eat well. You got to give me all of those solutions on a list. It's hot in here. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Okay, so we've got to give all solutions. Or even, I'm thinking workout leggings of which way you want to bring those.
What did you say? I'm sorry. I took
Workout leggings. So,
Oh.
how would you present multiple options if your pants are see through when you squat?
Well,
That's a
first of
hard
all, is
one.
it bad that it's see through? You got to start
I don't
there.
know. Maybe it is. Roxanne's disappearing. She does this sometimes, guys. When she gets really hot, she can't keep going anymore. She's probably taking off her sweater as I speak.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing.
She does this. I heard that from afar. I said hot.
I
I
said you were taking off your sweater.
I want to. Oh, I should have done that. No, I took off my booties, my foot booties, and then I turned the
Yeah.
fan on behind here. And why am I drinking tea and wearing a sweater in California in the summer? I don't know.
I don't know. You're just getting real hot and bothered about this topic today.
That is really what it is. So here I am. Yeah. So you were talking about leggings showing.
I'm trying to think of something that's maybe not so controversial. Like, why would someone need your leggings? Like, how you give them multiple options where it's not just their leggings. Maybe that's not a good
Oh, I hear what you're
example.
saying. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm with you. So, ooh, yeah, look what she did. So, what's the solution for the leggings? If maybe it's like, um, zoinks. So what's the problem that the leggings are solving? If they're solving like crotch sweat, for example, let's just call it that.
Mm-hmm.
You might say, here's some solutions to crotch sweat. And you might give a couple
Mm-hmm.
things. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, I was just saying something because the weddings are
Lumi. What?
Umi, is that the one that has the powder that doesn't have, like, you don't sweat? Someone sent me something just the other day.
I don't know if they have a powder, but I know it's like a stick or like a cream you can
Yeah.
put on.
Yeah, it's something like that. It was either Lumi or
Yeah.
something else that they sent me and said, you got to try this out. But yes, so you do something like do that and have leggings. So like you'd give a couple of options is what I would
Yeah.
do. Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like
Mm-hmm.
that. So see how we didn't take a post and make it just about a product. You're
Right.
giving someone full value in that post
Mm-hmm.
because they can tell you're not just talking about the leggings. You actually care about the problem that they're having.
Yes. 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 And listen, then when you do that and you tell them here's your solutions, you got to also, here's the thing, you've got to equip them. So you're educating, empowering, you got to equip them. You have to equip them with the solution, because if you don't, then they're going to go online and find another solution. So you literally let
Mm-hmm.
them know, like, here's what I use. Here's what I sell. Here's my thing that I use that works wonders. And you
Mm-hmm.
show them people who have had success using your product.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're showing me that I need it because you told me I have a big problem, and I believe you. Because I'm the one who has the problem, and you're giving me solutions for it, including your product. That
Mm-hmm.
is how you show value. Notice we never said something like, hey, we have a proprietary molecule. We never said something like, hey, we're the number one selling blah, 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 blah. We never said that.
Mm.
That's not value. That's just boasting that nobody cares about.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, because all I need to know is it's going to solve my problem. I don't care if it's something that someone made in their backyard if it solves the freaking problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth about people. So when you're
Yeah.
like, but we're number one, who
Who
cares?
cares?
Nobody
I mean,
cares.
there's sometimes that's nice, like on the website, that it says stuff
Sure.
like that. Like
Sure.
there's a time
Social
and
proof.
place for that. But buyers are sophisticated. So is network marketing dying in the sense of how we used to do it? Yeah, you can't just post, this is on sale. I sell this. How about we do this? Like
Mm-hmm.
you have to get more sophisticated in how you're selling because your buyer's more sophisticated.
Yes. Yes. And they're going to look. Yes. I love that you said that. Last night, someone brought up, she's like, I started my business in 2016. She was like, and at that time, you could put a post up on Facebook and say, hey, I'm looking for 5 people to try my thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, and you'd get tons of people. I'm like, yeah, that was, I remember those days. That's not a
Yep.
thing anymore, is it? She's like, it's not a thing anymore.
No.
It's not a thing anymore.
People see right through it. They've been
Yes.
burned by stuff like that. Like
Yes.
you're running a business, you need to make sales, but you have to be human first.
Mm-hmm.
Your
You
buyers are
do.
human, you're
You're
human.
human. Let's keep the humanity. And listen, you
Mm-hmm.
showing that value, you being human, you educating them on not, hey, here are the 85 things, ingredients of my product, but here's the thing that it solves. Here's the problem. Let me solve it for you. That's going to make the difference. And
Mm-hmm.
it's, what's so funny is when you realize how simple it is, you're like, wait, why didn't somebody tell me that before? Like, it's not that hard.
No, it's not, but I think it still gets confusing because within your upline or downline or sideline, there's people who've been in it at a long time. Like
Yeah.
there's all different phases. So it's like you see the old things being talked about still, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I shouldn't do this new thing because it might be wrong.
Yeah, it's scary, right?
Yeah.
I think the other piece of that too, tearing up my heart,
Mm-hmm.
is this. And I said this last night to the group. I'm like, what's interesting? Because I was telling them, like, y'all, you don't need to be posting every day on your social. Like, you don't.
Yeah.
And one of them said, I love that you're saying that. I believe you. But I have been in so many trainings, they say the exact opposite. I said, what's interesting about that?
Mm-hmm.
It's not to take away from the person you were listening to, but it's to realize this. And I think this is very important. People don't remember how they became successful. So when you sit there and you talk to a top person in network marketing, you're like, how did you get there? Just like women don't remember the full pain of being pregnant and having a baby, because if they remembered labor, they wouldn't do it again. It's the same way when we accomplish something. We remember there were highs and lows, but we don't remember really how we completely got there or what made the juice work or how
Mm-hmm.
painful it might have been. So when you're like,
Yeah.
oh, how did you do that? How did you get your 10 customers? How did you get your team of, like, oh, I just did blah, blah, blah. They're not intentional, but our brain is allowing us to forget those parts that actually are pretty critical when you're trying to learn how to do it yourself as well too.
I think that's true. And I think too, when you're looking back on things, like time feels shorter, but when you're
Uh-huh.
in it, time feels really long.
Yes. Yes, it does. Like, am I there yet? Like, this is taking forever.
Yeah.
But when you look back, like, that was so fast. And so understand that when someone's sitting there giving you this advice, they don't necessarily remember everything that they did to get where they got.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point. That's a great point. And things change. They change fast, and change is okay. Change is okay.
It is. We love change here, and we celebrate it when you say, okay, this is what it is now. This is what it is now. That's why you listen to us, because we're giving it to you. We're
Exactly.
giving you the best that we got,
And that's
baby.
why too, like you guys, our programs change, what we offers change.
Mm.
If you're a podcast listener, you've heard we let go of our like flag star program.
Did you say let it go? Let it go. Okay. I have to tell you something else though.
Sunset it.
So last night, again, we're back there. One of the people, she's like, I've been looking at, and she said this person's name. She's also my company. And she's like, her posts Like, she just gets it. She's like, she's been putting out, like, she's been doing exactly what you're saying, and it makes sense. She's like, in fact, I've been saving some of her posts and mimicking them. And I just started chuckling. I'm like, that
Is it our client?
was one of our social teams clients.
No way. Oh my gosh, you're
I
gonna have to tell me who it
swear.
was.
Oh yeah, I will. I swear. And I was like, that's the biggest compliment. Thank you.
Yeah.
But she's like, I've been saving. She's like, I hope that's okay. Because I laughed. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
she's one of my clients. Because I knew it wasn't a secret. Like, I wouldn't say her name on the podcast, but it's not a secret in general. She tells people. But anyway, it was just so funny. I was like, I'm like, that's the biggest compliment. That is such validation. And thank you.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that is hilarious. That's so funny.
Did that. That was our
Win.
content. So that was pretty cool. Okay. I think we've covered how to
Did
show
we answer
value.
it for you guys? I mean, if we didn't,
Let us know.
open up a conversation. We love when you talk to us about the podcast and bringing the conversation here. So
We do. Yeah. Hey, we also love when you rate it. Give us 5 stars. Yes.
we do. We really love that. Like extra love. Because guys, this is free content we're putting out there. Show us some love so we
Show
know we're
us
doing a
some
good
love.
job.
You bring back that love and feeling. It's never been gone away, but should we do behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes. Do you want to go first?
Do you want me to?
Sure, yeah.
I never go first.
I know.
Okay. I don't even remember. I wrote a word and I can't even read it.
Oh.
So my ring is here.
You
I
didn't
don't know
show
where, dear.
me.
Because I don't have it.
Oh.
He's like, Scott, he can hear
He's
me now.
gonna
He just walked
propose.
in. He's like, do you want to see it? And I'm like, not until you're gonna give it to me. Like, you have to give it to me. I don't want to see it.
I want to see it.
So, but you know what he did? So it came while I was at the dress fitting for the love of Pete. So I get this grainy, because he's an Android video.
Yeah.
Grainy is all grain. Have you seen the videos when someone's on Android?
Yes, my dad has an Android.
Okay,
he's like, look at this video. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Like, is this back from the flip razor phones? What the jail is this? So anyway, it was like the box. I'm like, oh, and then right when it's supposed to open, video ends.
Jesus.
I know.
Turd.
He sent it to my sister. He sent it to my mom. He sent it to his family. He sent it to his best friends. All like they've all seen it and sent something, but and he sent it, of course, to his kids. So I haven't seen it yet, but it's here.
Are you hunting for it? I went hunting for mine.
I don't want to see it. He wants to show it to you so bad. No, I'm not hunting for it. I want, like, I've never been proposed to before. Just y'all might not know that, but no one has ever said, Roxanne, marry me. And this is my proposal. It's my one and only. So I want him to, like, I'm like, don't want to see it. When you're ready, propose. There you go.
Aw. What if he does it at the wedding?
Oh, he can't do it at the wedding because I've got a bachelorette weekend. And I'm like, that ring is gonna be on my
It's gonna be on there, so everyone knows. Oh my god.
So what are you?
I'm so impatient.
Oh, he keeps saying he's going to Tijuana for his and his daughter.
See ya.
His daughter
don't come
keeps
back.
saying, exactly, don't come back. And she's like, don't come back. She's like, don't go there. You're not going to the wedding. Well, I'll go without you. So also dress fitting. Okay, so can I just say, y'all, the outpouring that you all have sent me about this dress fitting, like literally the messages, y'all are so sweet, and the suggestions and the solutions, and y'all just want to get me in that dress. I really appreciate it. It went really well. Have we talked since?
Yeah, you said that last week.
I did. Yes. I got another one next week.
Yep. Okay.
However, I just feel like, because some people are like, have you tried such and such? I'm like, I have tried it. So for those of you who've recommended semi-glutide, Ozempic, Wegovy, I'm using that. I don't mind telling people. Yeah. So I've been doing that. And of course, all the working on eating well. I am down like 10 pounds.
That's good. That like is falling off.
And I finally told Scott, because I hadn't told him before, but I told him this weekend. I'm like, by the way, I'm taking this, because I just felt like I should let him know just in case. Yeah. I don't know. And he's teasing me, but he walks around singing the song. Ozempic.
I know. You need to stop talking about it, because now I'm like, I need this thing.
Everybody's doing it. Not that it means like we shouldn't off a clip together.
Everybody's doing it. That's what I'm going to say to Jeremy. And he's going to be like, Taryn.
I talked to a guy yesterday, and he was like, I said it. He's like,
He's on it.
oh, he's like, can you send me it? I want it. Everybody's doing it.
Everybody wants it. I know. I mean, I'm about to try to reach out to my like online doctor and see like, can I just skip this whole like thing and just get it?
Girl, let me know, because I've got some people and I'm like, you're not in this area, so I need to give them a referral somewhere.
Yeah.
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 But a lot of you reached out to me and said you're using it and it's working, and you just been concerned about like me getting to my goal. So thank you. 20 more pounds. 20 more pounds to go.
Girl, you are going to be a feather on the beach, like
from your mouth to God's ears.
But you know what? That ring is going to just hold you down.
That ring will hold me down.
It's going to be so
the flowers
big and
came yesterday.
And
they're in Arizona, but they looked beautiful.
Oh,
There's
okay.
they forgot one part of the package, so I had to I'm messing with them for that. And then one bouquet looks a little different, so I want them to fix that as well too. But otherwise, yay. And so that's
exciting.
Coming. The wedding it's like 56 days away, people.
This is going to be like, oh my God, I forgot her name. Princess Kate's wedding. There we go. I was like,
for those of you listening,
Bahama style.
I don't think it's going to be like Princess Kate's wedding. So I just want you to know, I don't want you to be like, this is all there is. Did I tell everyone they're invited? Y'all are all invited to the wedding.
We need to set this up and set out a formal invitation. So get on the email list.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna send it out. Yeah. If you're not on the email list, you won't get an invitation though. So that is also true. How do they get on how do you just get on our email list? Do we have that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is just a thing.
Okay. Well, get on the where?
On the podcast website.
Oh, the bug. Yeah, Roxtalks. Okay. I was
I don't know, or choose something free on our website and you're on.
Go on the list, but get on the list because the invitations are coming out, I think 30 to 35 days before I'm going to do it. I'll do it in so get on the list and if you're listening to this, remember, this is like taped like 2 weeks before it comes out. So just hurry up and get on the list.
I would hurry up. You might be late.
You might be late for a very important date, but you're all getting invited. And if you've been listening for a long time, I am not charging to watch my wedding.
Well, I'm gonna be hosting it.
Hello. You should be.
And I'm gonna take money.
There you go. Pay Taryn, but my wedding's free. Yeah. She's kidding.
I'm gonna be enjoying myself with a cocktail and a wedding.
Thursday. It's on a Thursday, everybody. So don't be alarmed.
I literally, like, no joke, because we are doing a ton. This can kind of go into my behind the scenes a little bit. We have a ton of traveling we're doing this summer. Just with us living up at the island right now. I'm recording now, but like I have to go back and forth for appointments. My husband sees a neurologist in Buffalo, so we have to go to that multiple times. There was something else in there, and so I'm looking at my calendar and I'm like, this is Roxanne's wedding. I'm going to be in a Zoom, so I need to make sure that I can watch this.
Yes, and it's not a Zoom, by the way.
Wow. That's just the word now.
Sorry.
It's just like Google it.
Rocks.
Yeah.
But I actually Google it. Like I don't go to that other place, that Edge place. I don't do that.
I don't either. I do actually only
that
Google
Firefox.
It.
I'm always surprised when they're like, you're still using Firefox? Like that was a thing before it, but it's not anymore. But
I can't believe people even like don't all use Mac and iPhones. Like it just blows my mind.
Now we're making the Androids very upset. But I mean, I'm about to be married to an Android, so there's that. I know my families have some of my family's PCs, and I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, I don't even know, how do you do this? My husband has a PC.
Yeah, so we like PC people. It's a different thing. We're not judging you.
No.
We kind of did judge you, but
we are a little. But it's okay. We can still be friends.
We love you. We do. We can marry you. Heck, we're marrying Android people. It's fine.
And yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think I don't have really anything super exciting. Yours is way cooler. So,
the
bride.
Oh, I got my makeup too. So the makeup artist, and I'll let you, y'all are like, if you want to turn off, it's fine. I'm not offended. But
she's doing a class.
I'm doing the class. She's coming to do a class for me next week. So she gave me the list of makeup and I got it.
Okay.
And I have to say, thank you, Sephora, because I mean, I like to usually go buy things at Nordy's because Nordy's, I get my little rewards, but Sephora's rewards too. But anyway, they have a lot of mini sizes and I'm excited about that. Because it just keeps my cost down, which is nice. But also I'm going to be traveling, which means I can put it it's a size where I can put it on the plane with me.
Yeah,
And everything
that's
counts when
nice.
you're going to destination wedding. So I've got all my makeup and she's going
Is
to,
your sister gonna be there? Is someone gonna be there to learn with you?
no, Rochelle doesn't live here.
Maybe she should zoom in.
I could actually, it's on a Monday. I could get one of my girlfriends to come and watch, but I'm pretty confident.
You you are a bride. Let someone help you and be there. Just
The
in
whole
case. You
the
never
whole point
know.
was I don't want someone messing it up.
I know, but there's still someone supporting you, and who knows? All right, manifester, don't do it.
Okay, thank you. I can record it. I'll record it. It'll be fun.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Alas.
guys.
Take care, everybody.
See you next week.
Bye.